You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burt-Godwin, and this is a subject I love to talk about, the subject of marketing. We talk about it a lot on this show because business owners and entrepreneurs need to know what's going on, and I'll tell you, the landscape changes all the time with digital marketing and just technology in general. It's changing in the blink of an eye. So we have a specialist here to talk to us today. She has spent the last 20 years immersed in strategy across multiple industries. She's worked with Nike, Lululemon, one of my faves, Quicksilver, Nordstrom, Hurley, and more. Welcome to America Trends, Kari Keating.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here. So you're the owner of your own consulting business and director of Evergreen Marketing at mastermind.com. So tell me what mastermind.com is.
Mastermind.com is a coaching platform that Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi run.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a container for people who want to take their knowledge and use that and leverage it to create an income stream or stream of fulfillment.
I think I'm in your funnel. I mean, I think I remember signing up for one of the, it came through my feed and I was like, I think this was a few years ago. So you were probably working there at the time, but it was like, it came through my feed right at the right time. I was freelancing and I needed to get tips and tricks, and I clicked on one of their videos and I started getting in the funnel a lot of information. So tell me now, so you're doing this on your own now, and there's so much going on, as I said in the intro. It's changing. We talked about this before the show started. It changes daily. It seems like where to market, where do we put our energies, and especially small business owners are kind of probably very confused about where to spend their energy, right? So what do you first want to say to small business owners as far as marketing is concerned and what they need to be really focusing on?
Yeah, that's such a great question. I think to your statement, there's so much coming at us right now, and we have to remember that as a consumer, that there is tons of information out there. We're being hammered with ads every single day. I think the rule of 7 used to be, okay, it takes 7 exposures for someone to convert into your container. Now it's more like 21. Like they need to see your brand, they need to touch your brand 21 times before they even consider becoming a warm lead, if you will, right? But a lot of business owners I've seen, after having my hands in so many different types of businesses, everything from brick and mortar to entrepreneur, service-based business, product-based business, so many people are focusing on metrics that don't necessarily matter to the bottom line, i.e. vanity metrics, likes, comments, follows.
They don't mean anything.
They don't mean anything.
I absolutely have been talking, I tell this to clients all the time, those vanity metrics do not convert for you.
Right. So for me, and the focus that I put on the businesses that I work with, it's really, okay, how much does it cost us to acquire a client? So client acquisition costs, and then client retention costs. So we forget often that, many people use sales metrics or revenue metrics as their marketing conversation. Like, I did this amount of money in launch. When the reality is, if you can get your product or service in the hands that need it the most and get them the results that you promised them, they will be your biggest marketing asset. There is
repeat customer, right?
Yes.
And then they're going to tell their friends.
Yep.
Without asking, and they'll put it on social media without being an influencer.
Right.
I need to get paid for it. Yeah.
Right. And you've already acquired them, right? So they're already inside your container. You've already acquired them. You spent the money or the time, the energy and effort, if you're not putting any sort of dollars towards your marketing effort. You've already acquired them. Why not focus on keeping them inside your product suite and really leveraging their testimonial, getting them, over-serving them, all of that.
So what are ways that you can do that to keep them in your wheelhouse?
Yeah, it's really about paying attention to the client experience. So depending on if it's a service-based business, right, a coaching business or something like that, it's really about making sure that they're getting quick wins right off the bat and have a very clear strategy for success. Again, delivering on the promise that you said that you would deliver based on what your product actually is. Right? If it's a service-based business, maybe pulling in loyalty programs, things like that.
I love loyalty programs. I will tell you, I am the sucker Borders had loyalty programs. Barnes & Noble does now. Anything. Starbucks has a loyalty program. Their stars. I'm like, I just need another one. Make it a venti because I'm going to get extra points.
Right. And whether it happens on a conscious or a subconscious level, having that kind of incentive to share just amplifies the process to begin with, but also giving them an incredible client experience it's the rising tide that lifts all boats, because they will not be able to not tell their friends. You will be top of mind when someone is looking for something. And then creating programs and specific moments in the client experience that really incentivize them or encourage them, or even just remind them like, hey, we're having this event, or, I'm having this lunch, or...
What do you think about, email marketing? I see a lot of tactics out there for email marketing that are almost in this scare you to buy, and time's running out, and I feel like it was used a few years ago, but some people are still using it, and it's very aggressive, and it's very, almost like you're freaking me out with the scary emojis and the big words that are making me feel bad about who I am.
Right.
And so I feel like that kind of tactic is on the way out, would you say?
Yeah, it really just depends. We have to remember, from a human behavior standpoint, emotion is what drives behavior. We do things based on how we feel, right? I am in pain and therefore need my problem solved, or I'm inspired and I need my problem solved. Pain is a typical activator of that, so it drives people to make purchases. It drives people to to do things, and so unfortunately, it is an overexposed tactic, if you will, as well as scarcity, because people are
scarcity.
Like, oh my
that
gosh.
was the other word I was going to say. It was like, you have 1 hour left, and I do see those, and I think, do I need this? How badly do I need this? What do I do in the next hour?
Right.
So, part of it does work, and then I don't know. And probably because I'm in so many funnels and I see it so much that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And just if I could add to that, it really goes back to remembering why you are in business as a company, and if your product can speak for itself. It absolutely delivers on the promise. You shouldn't have to use pain as a motivator. Right? You shouldn't have to. You should be able to say, hey, look at these results. If this is the result that you want, and really speaking the truth of that, you shouldn't have to use that. People are very savvy. They will see right through it.
Well, see, that's what I think now. It's been used for so long that I am seeing through it, and I'm assuming other people are seeing through this.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
believed it a couple years ago. Now I'm like, let it go. Okay, before I let you go, I want to talk about, what do you think one thing people are missing the mark on?
Well, that actually, what we kicked off with is just we're focusing on the metrics that don't matter. Right? If we focus on the metrics that matter, and that is your business profitable? Most people think that they need more sales when they can do more with the people that they have, right? And increase that lifetime value of their customer by creating back-end products, by whatever it is, adding more value to their experience to amplify that experience.
Nobody cares how many followers you have on.
No one cares.
No one cares. And in fact, some people hide their likes. And
most of them aren't real.
A lot of them aren't.
You can buy them all.
Right. Yes, it doesn't matter.
If
your product is great, people will come, and it doesn't matter if you have 10 or 1,000 followers.
Right.
Yeah.
And social media is important. It's important to have a brand presence and brand awareness. But if you're going to focus on something in social media, focus on the conversations and the things that convert.
Thank you so much for being here. Kari Keating, okay, we're going to talk about your website. Your website's under service right now, or getting built, I should say. So go to @this_feels_important. This Feels Important on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you so much for being here, Kari. It's been a pleasure. And everyone home, stick around. We'll be right back.